Hell, oh, oi. Okay, just give me a second while I get ready. This is yesterday's sketch. Today is Sketchaday May, day 8. It's my little brother's birthday today. I told him happy birthday very early in the morning because he is pedantic, and I knew he would get a kick at getting a 12 midnight and some seconds happy birthday message. Oh, I was looking for this. I'm getting some paper, and then we'll draw something. I'm not sure if we're going to do flowers or something else. Okay. We are on the blank page. I really like these Graph Gear 500. This is a Pentel pencil. Let's see. I think maybe in honor of my brother's birthday, let's do a center line. Not a center of the page, just something that's straight up and down that I can use as a reference. A couple of them. I don't always do this. I don't think I've used the ruler on any of them so far, any of the Sketch-A-Days. But I think I'm going to draw a birthday cake, but like a giant birthday cake. I drew a cake recently and I did not like it, but that's okay. Maybe this one, maybe I've learned some lessons. Doesn't feel like it. That looks terrible. It's a little off kilter, so go on, then we'll go, yeah, see, this is so much higher on this side. We'll go like that. Let's make another one, but like much, we'll make another layer, but it'll be like much bigger, right? Let's see. Okay, that's pretty good. And then you have this one. So this circle, right, just comes straight down. So we'll have that there. You want them to be like the same curve. If you move a circle down for a birthday cake or any shape. Hi, Mir Montero. Mir or Mia? Oh. Mire. Hello. How are you? Do you like drawing? Do you draw? Okay. So I'm just going to erase some of these guidelines, and then we'll put a candle on top of this cake. And then we'll do a little bit of decorating. Whoa, that's a huge candle. Okay, I'll just... Oh, mine? My favorite flavor of cake is yellow cake is very good. It's probably yellow cake. I like a lot of cake though. I don't want to cake bash. You know what I don't like is ice cream cake. I love ice cream, and I think you just ruin it by making it into I love ice cream and I love cake. There's no reason to mess up two great things. But all kidding aside, I know people like ice cream cake. I'm not saying people shouldn't like ice cream cake. That's like being, I like waffles and I like cones, but I don't like them together. It's fine. Yeah. I don't mind red velvet. There was a time when I thought it was very good. I really liked it. So yeah, I like red velvet. I don't say. Let's see. Get a little erasy. I'm trying to think. I don't know what cake decorations are there. There's like little like roses, right? Like roses, and they have petals, and actually that seems right. It looks right. Did anyone ever, I mean, does anyone have, you remember like when you had birthday cake and then somebody was really excited to get like, I want the flower, or I want the clown's nose, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know, whatever it was. Like some part of the cake. There's like a decoration. And people really wanted to eat the big decoration, because it's like a giant extra clump of butter sugar. Okay. This wasn't, I'm pretty feeling, I don't really want to go more in on the cake. I think this was fun. This was fine. Let's draw something else. We got I'm trying to like imagine all the different frosting tips I know so I can have something to draw. Look, I just remember they're like, there's an X. There's like the one that has all the little teeth. Okay. We'll do like some fireworks. This one will be further away. It's not smaller, it's just further away. I'm using dark to represent light. All right, erase these lines. I should have erased it before I do the firework. That's fine. I'm not that careful. Shake it off. All right. Happy birthday. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's not your birthday, happy birthday. All right. What should I draw? I drew a flower yesterday. I really enjoyed it. Let's see what a flower is. Water. Let's see what my flower should be today. Does anyone like any flowers? Have any flowers they would like me to try to draw? I'd be totally down. Let's see. Spring flowers. So there's like daffodils. I draw daffodils semi-frequently. Oh, so I could draw a daffodil. They're the yellow ones that have the like... A fox? Foxes are interesting. I'll draw a fox. I could draw a foxglove. That would be like both. Okay, I will draw a fox. There's some... I'm going to use my animal drawing pencil. It's a half joke. This has a darker lead in it. I like to use it for drawing animals. I feel like it's slippier on the page, so it's like less friction to actually doing anything. The negative about this one is it's harder to erase. How big should this fox be? Well, we'll start small, so maybe we can get the whole body in. No guarantee, though. So, like, I know foxes' ears are, like, really big for their head. I don't know. I hope that's... something like that. And then, like, where usually I'd be tempted to, like, go out here, I think foxers, their faces are, like, they feel more sharp, more predatory, more... I think because when I think of people who have a lot of guile and people who we call foxes, They're very like sharp featured. Animals' ears are so interesting. Like this part is regular outside of the ear. If you look at them straight on, you like their ears. I don't know. I find that really interesting. And then they always have like all the fur inside, which I guess humans have fur inside their ears too. I'm not looking in human ears. Maybe human ears are just as interesting. I'm not looking in human ears very much. I don't, not something I would have thought of. I just watched an episode of The Simpsons and Bart was offering people just straight wet willies. And they were saying yes. It was it was weird. All right. I don't I'm just gonna draw the standard animal nose. Oh yeah, I mean nose, not snout. The snout is gonna be tiny and pointy. All right, now that we have a spot where we are, let's try to. I think the zoom is just sensitive. Am I in frame now? Okay. Oh yeah, this ear is going to be behind. Actually, I don't know if that's true for foxes. I don't know how forward their ears are. So I'm going to leave it. I feel like they are really forward. Okay, we got to get some eyes going. Fox eyes. I'm going to make like sharp. Everything about a fox to me is sharp. So I'm trying to draw this like very sharp, but also cute, and not cute, but like approachable and rounded and very engaging. And so I'm trying to like do both. I'm trying the drawing to be engaging and round, but the fox to be like, oh, hi, hyena tuft. How are you? Hyenas are interesting. I don't know any facts about hyenas that are live stream friendly. Somebody recently described hyenas to me as um, or somebody was actually just talking about foxes, and they were saying foxes are like what happens when a dog needs to fill in the ecological niche of a cat. Because like foxes are pouncy, and I do not like this eyes I did. I feel like they're not predatory enough. I really burned myself trying to do like cutesy and rounded. Let's get a little bit more of the face before I make a decision. This isn't terrible. Okay. I'm going to darken in the nose. I'm going to shade in, make sure the nose looks like it's actually coming forward off the face. The snout, I mean. Like, this looks foxy, but I'm still like, Okay, so this is something I forget a lot, is like animals' mouths travel up the snout. Mouths, did I say? Yeah, mouths. I don't, it's hard for me to think about, so I don't draw it very well very often. Or I don't draw it very often. I try to like,
I think foxes have like those like you know how like you have your ears before you trimmed it and you can pull that part out outward.
yeah, like here, under the ear.
Um, like lower, lower, like
So I was saying normally I would draw that, but I thought foxes didn't have it. So I'd normally draw something like this.
coming out the side. No, but like on a triangle down,
Okay, I don't know what you're saying.
like coming out of the beard part. So if you can you look at the chat?
No. My chat freezes after 4 messages. That's why you have to read it.
Oh, sorry. Um,
Yeah, it's a really weird. I don't know why YouTube does this to me. And hang on, I can load it up on the other screen.
I don't think that happens to me.
What did you say?
I don't think that happens to me. It just scrolls down.
Yeah, no, it doesn't scroll down. It's I just looked up a fox.
Yeah, so I was referring to the fox emoji.
Um, so yeah, there is like I bet you it's a Japanese fox, but there is a fox that looks like this. Actually, um this reminds me of a lot of pop culture foxes now that I've done that.
Oh yeah, like Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yeah, let's get some darkness in the ears. Let's, before I start making any big decisions about who this fox is, um, what he's been doing, where he's been all my life. Let's just let's give some eyebrows. I don't think most animals don't have eyebrows or eyebrow muscles or bones, or well, they might have eyebrow bones because eyebrows are just meant to like keep stuff out of your eyes. So I bet you a lot of muscle animals have that. I meant they don't have expressive human eyebrows like we think of. I know domesticated dogs do, and it's theorized that they developed them in order to look and communicate better with humans. I know wolves don't, because that's how they theorized that other thing about dogs. Okay, so I think what's fun about fox is their their bodies are pretty like contained. Their tails are like can be like what are the big puffy like squirrel tails, like giant squirrel tails or like raccoon tails. And then their legs are very much like spindly. And they're like, "Oh, hi, I'm a leg." Let's see. How do legs back legs always get me, man, cuz like they're not standing on the same part of the foot on the same part of the like anatomy we're standing on. And for some reason that expresses in back legs like way worse.
Wait, are you doing a standing fox or a sitting fox?
Here, I'm doing a standing. Did I get most of him in?
In the frame?
Yeah.
Yeah, that, no. Yeah, there you go. That's good. Sorry. You're like, I think you're like 6 seconds over. So
No, that's fine.
yeah, so now you're like perfectly centered where you're drawing, but the head's a little top.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Let's get some of this.
What? Wait, what were you saying about the floppy hair?
Fox have fluffy tails.
They do, but they have like little like deer.
No, no. Uh, Deer-like tails are for prey animals. Because I draw when I started drawing animals, I started thinking a lot about if they were prey or um, predator animals because it makes a big difference in their anatomy. And so let's do a quick, I'm just going to put the fox to the side for a second. So deer, rabbit, they have little tails like this. This is from the back of the tail. And they're usually white on the inside and then, black or dark on the outside. And then this is like, their butts or whatever. And this has an evolutionary purpose. It just it makes then and it moves back and forth when they're running. And this is so the predator animal is looking at this, it locks onto this, and then it turns to move to another, the whole body of the animal turns. So now you're looking at the tail from this side, and it's black or dark, and you cannot see the white anymore. And if this is the part of the animal you were focused on, which it's trying to do everything it can to make you focused on that white part, and suddenly when it turns very quickly, it disappears. And then, the rest of the background is hopefully the same color as the animal. It has other camouflage. So if you're always wondering like why are these like animals? They're like pretty well camouflaged, and then you see like this big, bright, sparky white tail. That's on purpose. I mean, on purpose is a weird way to say it, but that's no accident. It's to help them get away from prey animal or predator animals. So a fox being a predator animal is not going to have that type of tail. I might have gone a little too fluffy, so let's bring it in just a little bit. Yeah, I've learned so much drawing, like especially about anatomy and stuff like that. Like I think I went too soon drawing this line. Also, that line is like that's inside of the skin that makes up the body. Like the leg doesn't come out until here, but the whole like muscle and bone structure is all up in here, starts all up in here, which I guess is true about this one too, but it's like that's the muscle and bone structure is just like a little like bicep. Hello. What was the name? Bailey. Hello, Bailey. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna take a quick peek at a fox's back paw. Oh yeah, yeah. So I have it drawn more or less right here. Um, because this is where a human heel would be, and then this is your toes and like if you stood on your tiptoes, that's how you draw a fox, and that's how you draw lots and lots of animals. Is you pretend you're standing on your tiptoe, and then that's heel, and then this is the knee, and then that's why I realized this all is in the wrong spot because it's like coming kind of forward, but really this is above the knee. This is like the thigh and the butt, and then the butt is up here, which makes a lot of sense. Um, so yeah, I had done. Mm,
They are really fluffy.
yeah, that's true. Maybe fox don't stick their tail up. Also, I think I this tail might be small for a fox.
Yeah, they're really fluffy. But yeah, I think if you make it pointing down, it doesn't.
Okay, yeah, let's redo the foxtail. Is that a plant? Is there a foxtail plant? I dread the back leg. The back leg. So and then aren't foxes like white bellied? So we'll give them a little.
Like the little beard part that I was talking about is also nice.
Yeah. I'll separate that out just a little.
And it looks like a lot of them are very end of the tail as well.
Aw. And then I know their legs. I have to. So if you've been here before, I cannot imagine things. I don't know how to explain it better. I have aphantasia, which means I cannot envision things in my brain. Man, I did the wrong direction. This leg should be coming from here. There we go. I didn't do the wrong direction. I just so I don't know. I forget what my point was, but that's the thing. Some people, or if you have aphantasia and you didn't know about it, some people, or most people, actually, when they say like picture in your head, they are literally picturing things in their head. I did not know that for a very, very long time. I thought it was a figure of speech. Kind of like figure of speech, because, like, it's not a figure, it's a concept. It's a concept of speech. All right, I'm going a little down the pedantic rabbit hole. So I always, let's see, I struggle with this part of the fox, of any animals that I draw. So I'm drawing a little box to just try to get the where in space the other leg should be. I think it should be like here, and then I'm just going to mirror this one and sort of, and then it's just a tiny bit higher because it is further away. Yeah, that's okay. This is just a sketch, so it doesn't have to be the exact anything. It's if I end up really liking it and I want to do more work on it, I will do a lot more work on it. So don't.
I would chest it out and then hollow out the bottom. Like keep the chest out where it is, but then make the belly like real thin and then make that sweet.
Oh yeah, I was looking at, I don't know what kind of fox.
I'm not looking at pictures anymore, but I am in my brain again.
Okay, yeah, there is a type of. Oh man, is this gonna expose this one? No, that's fine. So somebody suggested bringing the back of the fox in a little bit, and I think that that's right. Good call. And I think this leg is just, it's obvious to me now. I don't know, it feels like it's in the wrong spot. I think,
Yeah, so like for carnivore predators that have these legs like laying like this, like lifts the whole back side up, right? And it like makes it easier to like pounce, right? So think about like the legs like being pushing everything behind you. You might be able to like also swing the back
No, I don't see any fox like that.
Okay. Just a good guess. But you're still cutting off the side of the face, so try to keep them back.
Okay.
Yeah, a little.
So I want the fox's tail to be doing something dynamic, interesting, because the fox is otherwise just standing here. So I'm going to have it kind of coming out and wrapping around its into the front of itself. Not the front, in front of, you know what I'm saying. I was saying this is the front, but also this what we're looking at is the front, and I was trying to distinguish those two words, but that's too much. Okay.
Also, the legs are too far apart. Maybe the front is fine together.
Okay. Ah,
You might have them almost pointing towards what the fox would be.
that looks like a fox. A lot of foxes' bottom legs are. I learned something interesting about a fox. So, fox, when at least Arctic foxes, when they are hunting the prey, they hunt using their ears and they hear their prey beneath the snow. And then they line up a jump and they get all specifically oriented and they do that thing cats do before they nuzzle or nest or whatever it is. And then they pounce and they stick their heads right down into the snow. And in doing that, they they bite, they catch their food. That's how they get dinner. But they like to do it oriented north south so that the majority of the time that they catch their prey, they are facing, I believe it's towards the north, but they are facing in one specific direction, which is, even if it's some other direction besides north, is a pretty incredible thing. And the ones that don't face that way when they go for it are less likely to catch whatever they're trying to catch. So we don't know why. We know fox, but we know fox do this. And we know that they do it for good reason because they're more likely to catch things that way. And that's so great. Like what? How? Who? Why? Huh? All right. So erasing and revision has helped us a lot here, which is great because this is just a sketch. Sketches are fun and good and wonderful. They are like a rough draft of an essay. They are meant to be refined and redone. I think we have a head problem. See, I was looking at photos of foxes. I think this fox's neck. I think I was drawing a different type of fox when I started. And through careful instruction by my producers, I have changed foxes. And in so doing, have sort of lost the neck of this fox that we are actually drawing. This particular fox, not any theoretical fox. So let's see if we can carve a neck back out for this guy from the space of the page. I've sort of done some of the work here. Okay. With the shading, that feels a lot better. Pulled in the back a little bit. Pretend. Okay. Let's give a little ground. I'm going to pull the butt down a while. Okay. And then we'll let the guy who does the color, which is future me, care about what part of the fox is white and what part is black and gray and red and etc. And we will just get the shapes down.
That'll definitely help it look more soft.
Okay. Yeah, there's something wrong with them. Well, yeah, they should not look like hooves. They definitely are paws.
I think they should be closer together.
What? I just moved them further apart.
No, closer together, man.
You're on that 6-second delay. You don't know.
They need to be like touching.
Somebody is talking to me. You guys can't hear. I should get a mic them in. Or they should say the same thing in chat.
Sometimes I do. Sometimes
All right. Let's get, I'm going to do now, just bring some stuff forward by giving it nice, thick, dark lines. I don't like to do that so much with fur because it doesn't have super defined edges. And when you give things nice, thick black lines, it makes their edges look super defined. And, you know, like the edge of hair or fur is transparent. It has, you're seeing through it a little bit. So that's a hard illusion to maintain. But we'll do our best. It's not impossible. What's your favorite pasta? If you have a favorite pasta and you have like, not if you're like, oh, I guess my favorite pasta is linguine, because like I sometimes get that linguine dish from the restaurant. If I want to know if you're like really passionate about pasta, what and pasta shapes, and you have a favorite shape, and if somebody has in comments like passionately about a pasta shape, I will try to eat it because I love a good pasta, and I want to know. I think, yeah, I'm struggling with the back legs a little bit, but I'm more or less done. More or less, more or less. Should we put a hat on this guy? Nah. I'm gonna bring his ear in a little bit. It got a little. I'm just gonna refine this shape. Oop, that's not an eraser. This is a special black pencil eraser for 2B. This is the not 2B eraser. And so sometimes I have to make a choice if a drawing is done with both 2B and not 2B pencil. But this drawing is all done with 2B pencil. So I don't have to figure out if I should use the 2B eraser or the not 2B eraser.
Demon Dog says, "Gat, is this a fellow artist?"
Oh, well, hello, Demon Dog. What is your poison of choice? How do you draw, or how do you create? What is your art? Let's see. I'm going to do the cartoon version of this guy, and then I am going to be done. If I continue with any of these drawings that I've created on the Sketch a Day May, I will try to at least post community updates about them, but I will try to do I can try to do them on live. I can try to continue to update them and stuff on live.
Okay, Damon Doll usually makes animal drawings. It looks adorable.
Oh my god, thanks. Yeah, I just started getting really into animal drawings. Oh man. Yeah, you know what it is about the back this back leg, I think, is it's not pointed in the right direction.
That's why I said the feet supposed to be different.
Hmm. I just did. There's something. I'm
But the foreground one looks weird too. The feet close together, almost like they're doing ballet.
yeah, you'll be embarrassed in 6 seconds when you see what I was doing right before you said that. I have this Sumi eraser. This works pretty good, whether it's 2B or not 2B. Is it a Sakura, I think? Sakura erasers, they're very good. I should have used my glove to prevent smudge, but I didn't. All right. That's a lot better.
Good, it's really good.
The eyes turned out all right. They're like not quite. There's something about them. Oh, I think I fixed it. Yeah, I think I'm totally happy with them. I'm going to darken up the upper eye here. Give them a little eyeshadow style. A lot of animals have that because it's bright. And they can't wear sunglasses, right? Like football players, they put coal under their eye. Okay. Let's do the cartoon version. The cartoon version should stand up. Okay. The cartoon version is a standy up version. I don't know. It's gotten away from me already. I haven't even started. I've barely started. What am I doing? This is strange choice I made here. Uh
Oh, Sandy up person.
yeah. I can't tell you why I chose this way. The cartoon version of this little fox is standing up on his hind legs. I don't know why I chose to draw him this way, but it's gonna be a little bit more difficult, I think. Okay, and then like cartoon fox just have pointy ears. We're not trying to be academically correct. What is it? Anatomically correct. Oh, and cartoon fox have pointy face. Okay, yeah, we'll use the 2B eraser.
Oh, I should have said to be.
Oh, I was thinking of tube B. You know, tube B or not tube B.
Yeah, that's how you get to Boston.
Now that's how you get to Boston. I don't get the Boston joke. I've heard somebody lived in Boston once. Well, I'm happy he's happy at least. Oh, we'll use the magic wand eraser. Oh, I should draw a rabbit. Okie doke. And he needs to be doing something with his other arm. Nah, he'll just be holding his tail, I think. I bet you if a fox stood on his hind legs, he'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Let me get this big, beautiful, fluffy thing out of the way. Yeah. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Is my tail in the silly me? That's a pretty good cartoon, Fox. That's Fox. Cartoon Fox. Fox. Cartoon Fox. What's a fox name? Darius and yeah, and Darlene. All right, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for staying. Thanks for liking. Like if you like, comment if you comment, subscribe if you subscribe. And see me tomorrow. I will be doing, what is it? Another one. Day 9. I don't think it's anyone's birthday. So stop in. Bye.